Hi everybody, Sahil Bora here from C++BetterExplained.com, and in today's video I'm going to be continuing on with the popular video series that I have where we have implemented various casino games in C++. And in today's video we're going to be implementing the casino game called Casino Wars. Now if you don't know what the game Casino Wars is pretty much the game of Casino Wars is pretty much It's a very basic card game that you can play at the casino, and it's pretty much summarized as is your card bigger than the dealer's card. So what happens in the game of Casino Wars is that the dealer gets one card and you get one card, and if your value of your card is bigger than the dealer's, you automatically win. But if you had the scenario where you both had the same value of the cards, let's say for example the dealer's card is 10 and you had the value of 10 as well for the card that you've gotten. Let's say for example you either have a queen or a jack or something, and the value of that is both 10 for both the dealer and the player. Then you can go to war. You can have a second card dealt. So when the dealer plays the second card, and then the player gets a second card as well, then we also determine the math of whether who's bigger overall, the dealer or the player. That's pretty much the game of Casino Wars summed up in a basic summary. So what we're going to be doing today in this video is that we're going to be implementing this casino game in C++, and I'm going to be running through you guys the full breakdown of the C++ implementation line by line. But before we get into the video, I have a quick message for you guys. Are you still struggling learning how to program, but you can't seem to get the fundamentals? Well, it's time to finally change that forever, because if you really want to get guided by me, I can show you how to learn the fundamentals of the C++ programming language. And if you want to get started today, click on the link below to book a free 30-minute call with me, and I'll be able to have a phone call with you and go through the issues that you're having and the problems that you're trying to solve, and I'll be able to help you on the phone call and guide you on the best way to get started on learning the C++ programming language. And if you're still unsure, I still advise you to click on the link below and book that call today, because I'll be able to pinpoint your issues and guide you in the right direction or where you want to go in terms of learning the C++ programming language. Okay, so here we are inside the code inside Visual Studio. So this is going to be a basic command line game that we're implementing here for when we're implementing the game of Casino Wars. So the first things first is that we've got a function here to generate the random cards between 2 and 10. So we're using a rand function here to generate a random number between 2 and 10. So we need these two headers in order to generate a random number in C++. And then we've got another function here to compare the values of the two cards and determine the winner here. So if the player card is greater than the dealer card, obviously the player will win. And if that's not the case, if the player card is less than the dealer card, then the dealer would win. But if they're both equal, it's going to jump into this default else statement here, saying that it's a tie. So then we have our int main function, which is what we need, which is what every single C++ program needs to be able in order to run. So we're obviously seeding for a random number generation here, and then we've got our welcome screen here, which is welcome to Casino Wars, and then we've got an infinite loop here where we obviously want the loop to keep playing until the player quits the game. So when the game starts, obviously it's going to generate a card for both on line number 31 and line 32 for the player and the dealer, and then it's going to display what the values are, and then it's going to compare the cards and determine the winner here on line number 39, and then it's going to display the results of either who wins, either the player or the dealer wins. But if it's going to be a tie, then the game is going to continue, and then on line number 53, what we have is that we have a decision statement there to determine whether the player is actually going to go to war or not. And then on line number 56 and 57, a second card is going to get dealt with for both the player and the dealer, and then that's also going to determine either who wins, either the player or the dealer, and which is compared on line number 63, and then the results is shown on the line, and then the results is shown either on line number 66 or line 68, whether the player wins or the dealer wins, either. And then once that's done, on line number 78, on line number 80, it's going to print out again whether it wants the player to play again or not. So let's actually run through the code now. Let's actually run through it now. So it's started. So I'm off to a good start. I've already won the game. Do I want to play again? Yes. And then we press enter. My card is number 9. The dealer's card was number 6. I win again. So do I want to play again? Yes. My card was number 6, and the dealer's card was number 8. The dealer wins. Do I want to play again? Sure, why not? My card was 7. The dealer's card was 9. The dealer wins again. Do I want to play again? All right, one last time. All right, my card was 6. The dealer's card was 2, so I won. Do I want to play again? No. And then it'll just say thank you for playing, and then it will exit the game. So if you look through this code, you'll be able to go through the video and copy and paste this code. A good exercise for you guys would be to actually add how much money that you're actually winning in this game, and maybe you can add in like a balance sheet in this game if you're playing around with this code. So I hope you guys enjoyed this full code breakdown of implementing Casino Wars in C++. If you really liked it, don't forget to smash that like button down below, and don't forget to click on the red button down below to subscribe to the latest videos of the C++ Better Explained YouTube channel. Thanks a lot.